I'm Sarah.
Hi, I'm Delilah.
And welcome to Lip Gloss. Mwah. Okay, it's our first episode. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling hot, but feeling good.
Feeling hot, yeah, it is hot. Climate change is happening among us. New York is a subtropical climate.
And New Jersey has always been an island.
That's true.
That's true. That's factual. That's factual.
I don't know about that. Okay, so it's our first episode of our podcast. So why did you want to become a podcaster?
Well, I always thought about it, but we had, by we I mean individually, we both met with Chelsea, our astrologer.
Shout out.
Thank
hey,
you.
girl.
How the Gen Z do. Who's like, you know, according to your chart, you should look into podcasting and media. And she did the same for Sarah. And we were like, well, we both got that, so maybe we should do a podcast together. And that's what we're doing now. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Yeah, I feel like we're both 27, so, you know, the quarter life crisis is happening among us. The Saturn return is happening to us. And I feel like we're both at a point in our lives where we're kind of looking around and we're like, is this it? This can't be it. This can't be it.
This is the next 50 years of our lives. Let's switch that up a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's refresh.
Right. So, yeah, I feel like it'll be an exciting time. I'm excited. I feel like I see big things.
I do too.
And
a lot of goss.
A lot of scandals, complaining, spreading lies and rumors. I think we should do some of that too while we're here.
Should always spread a lie.
Always spread a lie.
Always small one once a day.
Always lie a little bit just for your own.
Exactly. It's like an apple a day, but like a lie. You gotta spice up life.
Yeah. And we're really good at lying because we're attorneys.
Yeah, we are.
I'm kidding.
From law school.
We're kidding. We've never lied.
Well, some say lawyer liars.
Oh.
That's what some people say.
Oh.
Not us, but others say that.
If our clients are watching this,
yeah, our bosses are watching.
We're joking. We're joking. We don't lie.
That was a quote, not from us.
Yeah.
Not a primary source.
No.
But no, as a lawyer, we don't lie. We're just very zealous advocates. We defend our clients in whichever ways we do.
And honestly, what we are is professional bullshitters. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's knowing how to talk shit for however long you need to talk shit to feel like you've made your point. And I feel like that's what podcasting is too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, podcasting is just like an elaborate way to like explain it depends, you know.
Yeah.
Like in law school.
And
exactly.
And what was I gonna say? Oh, well, I feel like the reason why there are so many male podcasters is the same reason why there are so many male attorneys who in both places think that they're the shit, is because they love to talk and take up space. And that's why we're here, to be women in men's fields.
Exactly. Dominating in men's fields.
Dominating.
By talking about things that are actually important and that are actually right.
Yes. Like,
not spreading misinformation.
Yes, like celebrity gossip. Obviously really important.
Exactly. Celebrity gossip, our own gossip, actual fun things, you know, not like, I don't know, the male loneliness epidemic. We're not going to talk about that in here.
Cut.
At least we're not advocates for, I don't know.
But yeah, I'm nervous because I feel like before I became a podcaster, which I officially now am, before I became a podcaster, I spent the last 27 years cultivating this like mystery girl aesthetic online, and I'm really about to throw all of that away for a little bit of clout, and I'm okay with that.
A little bit of
I'm okay with that, but
that's why you have to keep the lying. The lying's gonna help.
Lying here or lying in my real life?
Both.
Okay.
But again, a small little lie a day, you know?
Yeah. And, you know, people are always like, you shouldn't lie because you'll lose track of them. I'm smart. I'm a lawyer. Intelligence is within.
She's smart. She went to law school.
Yeah, intelligence is within me, so I can keep track of all my lies. Like a good attorney should.
Exactly. Keeping track of all of the facts. That's how we're good at our jobs. And that's how we're podcasters.
Yes.
Keeping track of all the facts. tagged and spread it to you.
Yeah, and I feel like our doing a podcast together is gonna be fun because I think, you know, we have the dichotomy because you are a self-proclaimed hater.
That's very true. Very much a hater of most things. Of most. And
I feel like lover is a little bit of an eye roll. I don't want to go that far, but I do find myself being a bit of an apologist for things, a little bit of like a devil's advocate sometimes. I don't mean to be. I don't know what it is. It's my Gemini moon, I think.
No, it's that Aries Mercury and the Taurus sun.
Not my big 3 on display all of a sudden. It's vulnerable. I just met you guys. But yeah, so I feel like it'll be nice because you are a hater, and there's been a lot of times in our lives where you told me some opinions on things and I've been like, no, you're just being a hater. And then time passes, days, weeks, months, years have passed, and I come back to you and I say, you were so right.
Exactly. Call me the seer, the oracle, as they say. That's what hating is. Someone has to see through everything. That's the Capricorn stellium in me. And the Aquarius one.
Thank you, seer. You're actually like my service. Thank you for your service. You actually are a public advocate. You are doing more for the public and the general population than most of our elected members. So
that's tea.
That's tea.
That's tea. That's tea. And we'll talk about that later today.
Maybe. If we don't have time, I feel like things we'll be talking about in this podcast in general will definitely be pop culture, will definitely be things going on in the U.S. capitalist society.
Hellhole sometimes, like right now.
Oof. Yeah, and then just little just
fun things.
Quick bits about our life and our lore. You know, we're both 20-something singles living in and around New York. And I feel like
I'm just on around New York.
Well, soon in.
True. In a few months in.
But, so I feel like we can talk about that lore. I feel like this podcast will motivate me to go outside more. Like, I need to build my lore up.
Yeah, eventually we'll film outside, don't worry.
Yeah.
Eventually you'll see this in the background of us in Prospect Park.
Yeah, when it's not like 90 degrees outside.
Exactly, like today.
But yeah, okay, so there is so much to talk about. What is the first thing you want to get into?
The first thing we should get into, do we want to start with Love Island?
I always want to talk about Love Island.
And you know you guys want to hear about Love Island.
I always...
From a lover and a hater. You know there's gonna be stuff to talk about.
Okay. Mess. Just mess all around. Well, let's talk about where we are at currently in Love Island, which is that we have gotten rid of some people. The last episode, 5 people. Who went home? TJ, Austin.
Oh, Scott Disick.
We have to get into that.
That's crazy.
TJ, Austin, Jalen, Andrina.
Jaden.
What'd I say?
You said Jalen.
Oh.
He left a few
Yeah. I know. So, I'm so sorry.
At this point.
Jaden.
And then Grayson. And that's it.
Yes. Yeah. And are you sad to see any of those people go?
No.
Me neither.
Like, you know, I will say, as a person who... I can see the beauty in relationships. I do feel a little bit bad for Iris. Yes. I don't like Iris and I don't like TJ. But them together, I was like, okay, there's a couple on this island who actually likes each other equally.
Yes. One couple.
Like, quite literally the only one on the island.
Yes. So that was...
And don't argue with us about that.
Okay, we're back. We're still figuring out... Okay.
We're back.
Okay, now we're back for real. We're still figuring out some technical issues here, but what were we talking about? Okay, we've said goodbye to the floaters. Mwah, goodbye, floaters. Your time will be rewarded with a mediocre Instagram following. Mwah.
Yeah.
But now...
You got your 30 minutes.
But I want to talk about
Someone else was 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Less, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe 5.
We need to talk about what's happening with Sierra right now.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, if you're so completely checked out of this Love Island life, which...
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
I wish I was.
Tell us what the outside world looks like. But if you're so checked out of it, basically, Sierra, one of the contestants of Love Island, who was, for a long time, the front runner to win. And she was, because I like to watch the following count of the girls because it tells you a lot about like who likes like
it does like who the general people like.
Yeah. And for a long time, Huda has always maintained being like the number one followed person, but Sierra was a close second, and she was at the time very close to passing 1 million followers. She was maybe only a couple, maybe like 20,000 away. Like she was very close to passing 1 million. And now, within 1 week, that is all gone down, not even down the drain. It's gone into the subterranean levels of the earth. Like, it's gone so... It's gone...
has lost, like, 300,000 in 1 week.
It has gone...
And she doesn't even know.
That's the craziest part, is that she just has no idea that her life is just falling apart outside of here.
Yeah, literally. I saw a tweet that was like... Congratulations on being the first person to like reach 800,000 twice while on Love Island. And I'm like, damn, girl, that sucks for you. That's crazy.
I feel like, honestly, if I was in her position, I would want to stay. I would want to stay.
Like, well, girls have recoupling choice tonight, so I guess she's not leaving.
It's not safe for you out here. You should stay. But if you don't know why this mass cancellation is happening, just to say it quickly, summarize, is that basically a few years ago she had posted an Instagram story where she's talking about getting Botox in her eyes, and she says that she likes it because it makes her look less. Insert really derogatory word for a Chinese person. Which was a word that I didn't even know existed.
Really?
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
It really gets me when people be saying racist words and I'm like, where'd you get this from? Like,
I also thought it was like a general, like, you shouldn't say that stuff, like, at all.
I mean,
it was kind of like one of those things, like, you know, like the Hillary Duff, like, gay commercial in 2005.
Briefly.
Yeah, like that. Like, it was kind of like hey, that's a word you shouldn't say because it's offensive. And she's not dumb.
No, and the thing is that there was also a screenshot that has now circulated after that where somebody sends her, like, basically a Google search of, like, what this word means. And it's like, hey, this is derogatory. You shouldn't say this word. And she was like, thankfully, I didn't use it in that context. And I think the context she was referring to would be, like, related to food. But, like, girl, it's still offensive.
Yeah, the same screenshot referred to, like, people's faces and identities.
Yeah, you're talking about how you look like a certain appearance and you want to get Botox to make sure you don't look like that. Like, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
And so I think the mass unfollowing is justified. Like, I don't feel that bad. I don't. But I think it's, how do you feel as a hater? Because the reason why the screenshot came out is because somebody who hated this girl saw that screenshot 2 years ago, saw the story 2 years ago, took a screenshot, and has just held on to it until the day she knew she would need it. How does that make you feel as a hater? Like,
I admire it. I've always wanted to do that, honestly. That's real passion and dedication, I really will say, because 2 years, people say it's not a long time, but a lot happens in 2 years. We were in law school 2 years. Well, we were studying for the bar 2 years ago. I graduated that. And that was a while ago. But also, like, the fact that someone had actually warned her and was like, hey, that's like a discriminatory word. You shouldn't say that. If someone's saying it to you, saying you shouldn't use that word, no matter in what context, stop using the freaking word. Like, dang, like, don't say, well, at least I'm not using it in that context. Girl, if someone cared enough about you to say it to you and say, hey, that's, like, not a good word to use, don't use it.
Yeah.
Like, say you don't like your appearance because of your own, like, insecurities. We can all tell. Don't worry. Like, girl, we all know you have filler, and let me tell you, you looked great before. You looked fantastic before.
Oh my god.
We won't even get into that because I'm a hater, but I'm not trying to be mean.
Do you think that they're gonna try and kick her off early? Because the show ends in a week. The show ends in a week, and up until a week ago, she was the main character and the front runner to win. So, do you think they're gonna kick her off?
Well, I don't think they will. I think in a way she has been a top character, but because of Nick. But I feel like, let's say they decided to give her the Yulissa treatment and we're like, Sierra has gone home.
If you don't know, Yulissa was literally only on the first episode of Love Island, but before the show even aired, there were so many videos of her going around
using the religiously,
like multiple times. But then, like a 5-second clip, she said it like 10 times, and
she wasn't apologetic at all. They were like, "You sure you use word?" And she was like, "Wah wah wah wah."
Yeah. Well, so before, so all that came before the show even starts. People were like, "You need to get this girl off the show," but she was in the first episode, and then at the very beginning of the second episode, all you hear is Ian Sterling's voice going.
No, I think it was like the end. Wasn't the end of the first one?
No, it was the morning.
The second one.
Well, it was their second morning there. So whatever episode that was, but it was their second morning there. I think it was the second episode. Regardless, you just hear Ian Sterling go, "Yulissa has left the villa."
Yeah, and that was it. They didn't acknowledge why, how. Even they interviewed Jeremiah and something, and they were like, "What happened when Yulissa left the villa?" They were like, "We didn't even hear her leave. It was in the middle of the night." Like someone went in that room, tapped her, said, "Hey, come here," and they were like, "Bye. For your ticket. Good luck."
Stealth. So yeah, I feel like it's a very different circumstance because this girl is like very integrated into the plot. Mm-hmm. It's also, I think, tough because Nick, I think, is still the most liked boy.
Oh,
well, I guess Pepe, actually.
Most liked original boy, I'll say.
Yeah.
But it's definitely Pepe and Cristal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what I feel.
So,
I mean, but also it's like, people really like, if they had to do a ranking of every single Islander there, Sierra, I fear, would be in the bottom half.
Absolutely.
And honestly, if it was according to me, she already was in the bottom half. I didn't like her before. I was a Beldasha supporter. So when Beldasha went home over Sierra, I was like, yeah, something's up this season.
Do you think this Sierra hatred and her potentially getting kicked off the show early would open the door for Nicolandria Hive to rise like a phoenix from the ashes?
Nicolandria Hive, we've already been rising. However, I feel
we never went down.
We never went down. But like, Alandria herself does not know what love is, and she's in her own way. That's her problem. Mm-hmm. Like, we saw how happy she never looked that happy with Taylor. Nick never looked that happy with Sierra. And if you disagree with me, argue with your mom. But the way they looked at each other when they were there about to make out in Soul Ties, they never felt that way. And I feel like Nick knows he likes Alandria a lot. She was his little wing woman too. He could have chosen anyone. One was little Ed Nettie boys, but he didn't. He chose Alandria as his wing woman. And then Alandria doesn't know what love is. She's out here thinking, oh, well, you know what? Taylor burned me with all he did. I'm like, girl, if you think that man loved you or like had a heightened attraction for you all that time, I got a fish to sell you. Because come on, you like... Yeah. You had to like essentially force him, and he only would kiss you and make out with you in the photo booth. I'm glad. The one enclosed area. Like, come on.
I'm glad it feels like that's finally like done and over now. Like it lasted the whole season and it was annoying to watch because it was just like so obvious. But I'm glad it's over now. But I want to say I love being right. I feel so vindicated because from the jump, I have always said that Amaya is my favorite. And Sierra is not my girl. I do not like her. Something about her. Mm-hmm. You know what I actually think it is? Do you know who Brooke Schofield is? She co-hosts...
Oh, the Tara Mongeau girl?
Yeah.
I don't know how to say that girl.
She co-hosts the Cancel Podcast with Tana Mojo. And they're both from Arizona, and they know each other by some mutual friends, which I wonder if it's slightly exaggerated from Brooke's part because Brooke is like older than her, I'm pretty sure. So
yeah, you know all those girls you mixing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Southwest influencers, they know each other.
Yeah. So
and they're messy as hell.
Exactly. So Brooke is, we all know she's messy as hell for many reasons. And she came out like pretty early in the show, like almost like when she first came out when Sierra was first introduced to the Bombshell. This TikTok of Brooke started circulating that was like, oh, I know her, she's a friend of mine, so now I'm gonna watch the show to like root for her. And the second I heard that, I was like, I already know this girl has said some problematic shit. I didn't even need to see it. I didn't even need to see it to know. And I didn't even think anything would ever actually come out. Like, I just thought, like, she said problematic stuff to her friends, like, in her friend group, something like that. I didn't even think that somebody would be able to uncover this stuff while she's still in the villa, too. Like, I thought... But I knew in the back of my brain, I knew that this girl is not someone that we should be supporting. Like, I just knew, my radar was telling me, the Brooke Schofield Association was telling me that, like, this girl has said some shit that is embarrassing and racist and rude and all of the above. So I just feel vindicated. I love being right.
Sure.
I love being right. And I feel like people were really hating on Amaya in the beginning.
I was.
Yes.
I thought she was annoying.
Saying she's annoying, she's too emotional. First of all, there's nothing wrong. There's no such thing as being too emotional.
No, there is, but you can continue. There is.
That's a hater.
Okay, well, she was annoying in the beginning. I didn't like how she was doing Shelly. She just has a tendency to not let people finish their sentences, and I don't like when people do that. It's disrespectful. But continue.
Okay, that's a fair criticism, but still, I feel like people were really hating on her for just being emotional.
Okay, some people were more mean than I was.
Yeah,
I was critical, but some people were like, "Get this girl off this island. She can barely speak English." Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, whoa. Since when do you have to speak English beyond Love Island USA? This is a show reflective of our actual country's population.
Yeah, and
so
she doesn't need to speak English. She speaks New York down, and I understand every word she says.
She's also a cardiac nurse. Like,
yeah,
which is easy to get into. It's
yeah,
not like she's like, I don't know, a nurse she just hired to take care of your grandparents during the day. Like, this girl does serious stuff. She's smart.
Don't shade the elderly care worker.
Okay, but like, I don't know, if I was a cardiac nurse, there's a lot involved in that. Heart attacks, stroke watches.
For sure.
If you're assisting the doctors during surgery, you gotta like have some attentiveness to do that.
And what a delight it must be to have her as your cardiac nurse. Like, that's who I want to see reassuring me before I go in for my open heart surgery, you know?
You're right.
But I just... Oh my god, true. I feel so vindicated that my opinions from the jump, based off absolutely nothing but my own instincts and my own mind.
The concept of being right from the beginning.
Yes. Oh. It's honestly, it's giving me
feeling how I always feel. You see how great it feels.
It's giving me serotonin that I didn't even think was possible.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
I actually had a really random thought when you just mentioned Nick being a nurse, is that I think he might be the most educated boy on that show. Right? Like, I don't think the rest of them have any real jobs.
I'm thinking.
Right?
I'm thinking about the boys left. I mean, honestly, the boys that were there, actually, no one's ever really talked about college.
I feel like most of them have been, like,
You're actually really right.
basketball players, which, like,
but
that's
what did
great.
Ryan do? Does he have a real job?
I don't know.
He hasn't talked about himself. He's a Capricorn man, so I assume he might, but, you know, don't ever let them fool you.
But as far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure Nick
Austin
is...
was also a Capricorn man, actually.
But he was like a pool boy.
Austin.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant Nick. I was wrong white man.
That's my nurse.
That's the nurse.
So I think it's kind of so funny that, like, the himbo of the show is probably actually the most educated, and probably in a lot of ways probably the smartest one there, because
I don't love that.
No, I feel like you can't.
Okay, but he, like, I don't know. I did a little LinkedIn stalking, and I was like, he went to college, but I ain't gonna say he's the smartest one there. I do feel like that goes to Ace, because I think Ace is smart in what's it called?
He's a street smart villainous. He's the scammiest one there, and you gotta be smart to be a scammer to a certain extent.
Exactly. So, now that we've debriefed everything Love Island, for the most part,
yes.
Who do you think, or let's say this, who do you want in your final four, and who do you want to win?
Okay, in my final four, I want Huda and Chris, because I think Huda's been through probably the most interesting journey out of all of them, and I think Chris seems like a really nice guy, honestly.
I think so.
I want to see. I do want to see Ace and Shelley for the plot. Like, I still want the last episode to be entertaining, you know?
Yeah.
So, Ace and Shelley. And I just think there really are no other couples there. So, like, by default, Ace and Shelley they're gonna have to be in there. Like,
yeah.
And then I'm hoping that Amaya and Brian couple up.
Okay.
At the next recoupling, and that makes them a couple for the finale. And then I can't even think of a fourth couple, to be honest.
I know who I want. I'm just not saying. I don't want you to give me any ideas.
Okay. I can't. Well, I guess Nick and Sierra is the only other couple I can think of on that island right now. Am I forgetting somebody? Oh, actually, Clark and Taylor. I would rather Clark and Taylor. I would rather Clark and Taylor be in the top 4 because I do like Clark. I don't think she's done anything wrong. I feel kind of bad for her that she got.
I did not like when you said, Alondria, before you get comfortable, come over here. That was rude as hell. It was funny, but I was like, you don't know her like that. Don't talk to her like that.
That's fair, but still, I feel like. And I do think they seem to like each other. Like, I don't think...
Yeah, they definitely
like you can tell that they like each other. So I would rather couples...
You can tell Taylor likes her. Let's say that.
I feel like she likes him. She
definitely likes him.
I want couples in the final 4 that like each other.
That's real.
That's the bar. It's low as hell, but that's my bar. And who do I want to win? Who will I be voting for? Amaya Papaya. I don't really care who she's coupled up with. Amaya Papaya is getting my vote. I'm a loyal person. I was a Papaya stan from the second that girl got on my screen, and I have voted for her as my favorite for every single voting that has been casted, and I will do so in the last one. What about you?
Okay, so I'm gonna get mine ranked. My least favorite one, and mind you, I'm doing this also for the plot.
But these are all people you want in the final 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do want Sierra and Nick because I want them to get booted. Because I want her to be surprised that people don't want her in the top 3.
Okay.
I need her to get, what's it called?
Humbled?
Humbled, yes. I need her to get humbled. Sorry, Nick, but you should have chosen Alondria. She won't be in that final 4, and that's fine with me because she's not a real couple.
Yeah.
She has not fallen in love on the show except for with Nick. And if they're not going to be together, get out.
Well,
number 3 is also going to be Ace and Shelly. I do need that plotline to finish. I also need them to get humbled. Number 2 will be Ace and... no, it won't be.
You don't think Ace and Shelly got humbled?
Not Ace and shoulda.
Got humbled during the burst your bubble?
Not enough for me.
Not enough? Okay.
Not enough for me. I feel like they think they're gonna... Because they've been scammy all season.
Yes,
I think they
agree.
can get a redemption arc right now because they have a week left. And I don't want them to have that mentality. That mindset. Yeah, number 2, I'm going to say... Huda and Chris.
Cute.
And then number 1, I will say Taylor and Clark. I do actually love them. I think they're very cute. Now, hold on. I am an avid reality show, competition show watcher. I love Big Brother. And if you know Big Brother, then you know that Big Brother has America's favorite. I think Love Island needs to bring that in, and we need to give Amaya her own little prize of like $75,000. I know they got some extra money.
I would love that.
So I think that would be great. Because... like, I don't need a runner-up for her couple, because I just don't want whoever's with her to get the money and then break up with her. Because I don't want them to be able to share the money with her. I want her to get her own thing.
That's fair.
Or at least, like, I need her to get the same amount of, like, TikTok followers, sponsorships, ad deals, marketing, hospital, something, whatever, that Jaden just got. I need that.
She's getting that.
But I need to guarantee it. I need to see those contracts. I need to be her agent.
No. Trust me, she's good. She said, have you ever looked at her comments? It's literally like
for sure. But I need to make sure I see them follow through. Because sometimes they'll comment, but they won't do anything.
Okay,
but I need to ensure. Like, I need to see Amaya Papaya, August, back to school, Target commercial.
Oh, I would love that.
Like, imagine she's
Tart trip.
Mm-hmm.
I want her on the Tart trip. I want her on every trip.
Tart trip is a little bit racist, though. They have their things. I don't know if I want her on there. I think I would like her on... what's her name? Juvia? You know that
Juvia's funny, yeah.
Bro, Juvia has good stuff. And she's a melanin girly, so I feel like she really could use that stuff in her. But yeah, I think Amaya should get her own prize. I think she should.
Okay, so you want Taylor and Clark to win. That's really interesting. You might be the only person that thinks that.
I know. Okay, but you know what? I'm gonna be really honest. They've been together for like 2 or 3 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
I just think there's consistency. They clearly like each other.
Definitely.
There's been drama, but like the one thing, as a person who watches this show for the purpose of I want to see people fall in love, they fell in love. They did what they're supposed to do. They're not going to win, clearly, because a lot of people hate Taylor. But unfortunately, I have to be honest, as a person who's a Capricorn and heavily ruled by Saturn, I'm seeing it as it is. They did what they were supposed to do. And they've been together for the longest time. And they faced adversity, and they still stuck with each other.
I've been together for the longest time, like Ace and Shelly are right there.
Okay, well, they're full of shit. They're both full of shit. They're out here being like, I'm still exploring until, like, yesterday. Girl, you know you got 30 minutes, literally. She's like, I should be able to explore. Girl, you gonna go back to Austin? TJ? Who were the other people that they got rid of on the island? It was just Austin and TJ.
Austin, TJ, Andreen. Oh, you're talking about the men?
I said the ugly ones, of which there are many on that island.
I can't. Okay. So the show's almost over. What are we gonna do when Love Island's over?
Watch Big Brother. Starts on July 13th.
I will watch Big Brother.
Well, actually, the live feed starts July 13th. It starts July 10th, which is this Thursday. I'm a Big Brother fan. But you know what else we should be watching, which we could talk about maybe next time, because we have to go? Queer Ultimatum.
Haven't watched it, but I will.
Girl, I finished that today.
I can get on that. I can get on my Zoom. I will watch it. All right.
I won't even give any spoilers, but just know the tea is hot.
Shit. Okay.
The Venus is Venusing. The scissors are scissoring. The scissors are scissoring. I'm going to hell for that one.
Okay.
We're back.
We are now at the end of our first episode. Okay. So at the end of our episodes, we want to do what we like to call the shade of the day. And the shade of the day could, it's open to anything really. It could be shade that we're throwing at someone, shade that we want to put on ourselves, the shade that we want to feel that day.
Like a little takeaway from the end of the day.
Yeah.
Very PBS.
Yeah.
For adults.
So what is your shade of the day?
My shade of the day is cancellation coral for Sierra. And I think she'll look really good in it.
Wow.
Well, she's living it, but she doesn't know how good it's going to look yet. Just give it a week. That's why there's therapy.
Oh, okay. That was shade. Okay. Well, my shade that I want to put on myself and wear with pride is Amaya Papaya Pink. I'm rooting for you, girl. I've been your stan from the day one, from the jump. I'm 10 toes down, not a single toe missing. 10 toes down on Amaya Papaya Pink. Okay.
And if you hate Amaya, maybe she's not the iron you're meant to iron your clothing with. Maybe she's not the remote for your TV. Maybe she's not the brush for your teeth.
Maybe she's not the lip gloss for your lips.
True.
Look at that.
And look at that.
Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. Please follow and subscribe wherever you are watching this.
Keep hating, keep watching.
If you want to follow us, you should follow us on all of our Lip Gloss podcast accounts. And if I learn how to do it, I'll put them all here.
They will all be below if this is on YouTube.
Maybe one here. Maybe one there.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Maybe on the screen. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.